Hey guys, welcome back. So in this lecture, we're gonna talk about using Google Sheets for keeping track on your orders, and also I'm gonna show you how I'm able to manage the communication between my team. So one of the ways to keep track on all of your orders and making sure you don't miss any of them, you don't miss any statuses, is using Google Sheets. Keep in mind that using Google Sheets is good when you have a large volume, because on Fiverr, when you have, let's say, over 100 orders in queue or over even more, you need to track the statuses of those orders. And once you feel like you're becoming overwhelmed, that means you have to use Google Sheets, because in the Google Sheets, you put all those orders and you can mark them, for example, those cells with different colors, and understand if it's, for example, a pending order, or if it's completed, or if you need to make any, I don't know, revisions to it, or you need to submit more information. So you can just prioritize your work. So I'm gonna briefly show you how I do it with my work, and like this you can get idea, but of course I can't really expose because it has a lot of private information, so I'm just gonna scroll through it so you can understand the concept, and then you can apply, of course, it to your workload. So right now you can see Google Sheets obviously is blurred because of the private information there, but you can see that I have different colors of the orders, and like this I understand if they're currently in progress or not, or if they need to have any modifications. So you can structure it that way. For example, you can structure it in another way, whatever you feel more comfortable, because depending on what kind of service you offer, you need to optimize it towards it, right? So if you're offering maybe social media work, then of course you can maybe kind of like follow my concept. If you're using any other, for example, methods or other services you're doing, you can also adjust it. So you can see, you can input this information, you can keep track. The best thing about it, if you input your orders there, you can just search for them and it will find the exact order and the exact cell as well. Other things, if you're doing, for example, on my content management orders, I also have the separate tab, and in that tab I include as well, their information and the requirements they have, and then afterwards my team can see that as well. So let's say, for example, you want to hire a team member, right? And you don't want to expose, let's say, your Fiverr account to it straight away. So you can use Google Sheets and you can prioritize the tasks there, and you can just include the requirements and give access to your team member to the Google Sheets, for example. And that way he can work based on that, and he can submit information. Then let's say you, or if you have another partner on your Fiverr, he will submit then on the Fiverr, or you will submit it. But that way you can kind of start delegating the work as well and keeping that more organized. So you can also keep track on your, let's say, on your revenue using Google Sheets, and you can kind of track certain orders if you need to have certain statistics of them. Of course, Fiverr has a lot of statistics, but let's say you have a kind of different way you want to do it, you can also do that. And you can do this because Google Sheets allows you to input the formulas, right? So you can create formulas and you can calculate exactly how much you'll be making, how much that order will be making. You can just include the expenses and things like that. So it's very useful. Google Sheets is very powerful, and I'm sure you have ideas already and you can implement it towards your management and towards your work. And I think it's actually one of the most powerful platforms. And later on, once you're going to be scaling your Fiverr, you can have more ideas on how you can apply Google Sheets towards your work. So to sum up, we have Google Sheets, very important platform, and you can organize your work there. You can do it in a different way. You can create formulas, you can count, let's say you want to see exactly how much you'll be making after each order. You can create the formulas and you can keep track of the work. Also, like I mentioned before, you can prioritize the work to your team member using Google Sheets. Let's say if you have if you have someone just new, you don't know the person very, very well, and you can sort the work through Google Sheets. You can include the requirements there, you can create different sheets, tabs, and then you can just pass it to your team member. And the team member is going to report, it's going to write the information, then you will obviously pass it to the client. So many different ways. I'm using it strictly on keeping track on the orders which needs to have any modifications, which needs to have any adjustments or any have problems, and we can kind of like sort it all together. Or if I have a content as well and I need to have information and I need to know the requirements exactly and I need to pass it to my team, I have a separate tab for that. So multiple different ways. Try starting using it now and implementing, and afterwards you'll be able to really find your ideal solution with Google Sheets. Thank you guys so much for watching this lecture. Please let me know if you have any questions, if you want to be an affiliate for this course and potentially share it on your social media, on the blogs, on forums maybe, or to your friends and family. You can use an affiliate link and you can earn the commission. So once again, thank you so much and see you in the next lecture.